Foundations friends, today we're going to talk about the words top, middle, and bottom. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to read a story called The Napping House. And in that story, everybody in the house is taking a nap and they're laying on top of each other. So every time somebody else gets on top, we're going to talk about who's on top, who's in the middle, and who's at the bottom. Okay, and then after that, I want to watch a video of my friend, Mrs. Katie, from School 19. Her daughter is going to build a tower, and we're going to see what blocks are on the top, what blocks are in the middle, and which ones are at the bottom. Okay, so first a story, and then my friend Miss Katie's daughter building a block tower. All right, here's our story. Our story's The Napping House by Audrey and Don Wood. Okay, you might know this story. It's a fun one. And you know what I got with me? Let me pull all the pieces out so we can start from the beginning here. I've got here's our bed, okay? And we're gonna build up. We're gonna put things on top, just like they do in the story, okay? So let's see. This is a house, a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. And in that house, there is a bed, a cozy bed in the napping house where everyone is sleeping. There's our bed. And on that bed, there is a granny, a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. So we're going to put the granny on the bed. And if you look at the story, you can see who's coming next. So let's put Granny on the bed. So here's our bed. Grandma is going to be on top of the bed. Let's see if I can juggle here. There's Granny. Granny is on top, and the bed is on the bottom. All right, let's see what's next. Remember, we saw somebody coming, so we know what's coming. And on that Granny, there is a child, a dreaming child on a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. So let's do that. Granny. Do you remember who was on top of Granny? They called him a dreaming child. So the bed is on the bottom, Granny's in the middle, and the boy is on top. But if you look at the story, can you see any clues to who is going to climb on top of the boy? And on that child, there is a dog. A dozing dog on a dreaming child on a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. So let's put down our book and let's put the dog on top, right? Here he is. What's on the bottom? The bed, right? The bed is always on the bottom. Who's on top? On top. The dog. Now there are two in the middle. Granny and the boy are in the middle. Do you see any clues on this page as to who's coming next? Let's see. And on that dog, there is a cat, a snoozing cat on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. So let's get the cat and add that cat. Let's see here. Oh, one of my stickers came off. There we go. All right, so the cat goes on top. So the dog's not on top anymore, right? Bed is always on the bottom. Now the cat is on top. And in the middle, we have Granny, the child, and the dog. All right, let's see what's next. Let's see if we can look for the clue. Remember, there's a clue on every page that tells us who is coming next. Do you have any guesses? Who is coming next? Ooh, I think this one you have to look really closely to find. Let's see. Where did he go? Oh, I see him. Look. Can you see? Who's coming next? Let's see. And on that cat, there is a mouse, a slumbering mouse on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, in a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. So now we have to put the mouse on top. Let's see if we can find that mouse. Here he is. The stickers got all pulled off. Let's see. he is. The mouse is on top. The bed is always on the bottom, and in the middle we have Granny and a child and a dog and a cat. But we're not done yet. There's one more. Let's see if we can figure out who is coming next. This one's really hard to see on the page. I'll show it to you, but it's really hard to see. And on that mouse, there is a flea. Can it be a wakeful flea? A flea is like something that lives on animals, and it's kind of itchy. So I'll point to him here. He's very hard to see. He's on top. So on a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. So let's put the flea on top. Let's see. He looks much bigger here than he would be in real life. That's a very big flea. We're going to put him on top. That's just so we can see. So what is always on the bottom? The bed is always on the bottom. And then on top now we have a flea. He's on top. And in the middle we have a mouse, a cat, a dog, a child, and a granny. I wonder what's going to happen. So everybody's sleeping, but remember we said fleas live on animals and they are itchy. They bite. A wakeful flea who bites the mouse. Uh-oh. Who scares the cat. Who claws the dog. Oh no. Who thumps the child. Who bumps the granny. Who breaks the bed. Oh no. In the napping house where nobody now is sleeping. Everybody is awake. All right. Remember I said the first thing we were going to do was read a story, and we finished our story. So next we're going to watch a video of my friend Katie, Miss Katie, playing with her daughter, and they're building a block tower. And I want you to notice which block is on the bottom, which blocks are in the middle, and which blocks are at the top. Okay?
Let's build a tower for Ellie. 1, 2, 3, 4. What color's on the bottom? Ooh, blue. Uh-oh. What color's on the top? Oh, yellow. Let's knock it down. Ready, set, go! One more time. Let's build one more tower. This one on the bottom. Next we'll do that one. Oh, Ellie wants to save that one. Oh! Now we'll have a new tower. There. What color's on the bottom? Green. And what color's on the top? Red. Ready to knock it down? Ready, set, go! You did it!
Did you like that? Did you notice which block was at the top, which were in the middle, and which were at the bottom? Maybe you could build a tower at your house and then think about what you're going to put on top, what's in the middle of your tower, and what's at the bottom. See you later.